To get started, we go to Detailing menu, and from there we select Bar Selection and Curtailment rule. Then we go into the Beam Bar Selection section. Here we can define the properties of the rebars. So let's click on Rebar Selection rule. As you can see, before we generate the detailing, we can choose the minimum bar size, the maximum bar size, and also the preferred size we want the software to use. We can set each of those individually here. We can also define the minimum and maximum number of bars. Now for stirrups, we can do the same. We set the smallest and largest bar size, the preferred size, and also control the spacing and the number of legs. In my case, I'm just gonna leave these as default. Also, if we go back to the bar selection section and click on column stack bar selection, then select this option here, we can set the same parameters for columns, minimum and maximum bar sizes, preferred bar size, number of bars, spacing, and so on. And right below that, we can also configure the confinement bar settings. I will leave them as default too. Now to actually generate the detailing, we go to Detailing menu and click on Concrete Detailing. First, let's do the beam detailing. Here it asks us which story we want to see detailing for. For example, I'm gonna choose story 14 and hit OK. On the left hand side, you'll see it lists the beam on the 14th floor. For the individual beams like this one, CB1, we click on Rebar Details and you'll see the details for different supports. If I zoom in here, you can see how the top bar A and top bar B and bottom bar F and bottom bar G are shown at support 1. Support 2 is also displayed in a similar way. And if I click here under span 1, we can see the stirrups details for the span. Down below, we also have the cross sections, section 1, section 2. These are drawn right here for us. The same goes for the other beams too. For example, we can check out the detailing for the CB2 in just the same way. We can also display the beams by groups, like beam group 1, beam group 2, and so on, and see the details for each group. There's also a 3D view right here where the rebars are shown in full 3D, which is super helpful for visualizing the reinforcement. If we want to edit something, we go to Edit menu and choose Edit Beam Rebar. Here we can change any of the properties, like we can change the bar size, modify bar numbers, and update rebar arrangement. Basically, for any of the beams in this story, we can make whatever changes we need. This section right here is for the longitudinal bars, and this part is for the stirrups. We can change their spacing, size, or whatever else we want.